That's how work worked. It's a little bit different these days because it's more mental than it is physical for a lot of you. But that's the way it was. You would show up to, let's say, the factory, and you would check in, let the boss know that you're there, and then you wait till someone, the boss, comes in and tells you, here's what your assignment is here. Isn't that the same thing that happens in school? And then when the bell rings, that means you go from this station to the next station. Isn't that what happens in school? You went from this class to the next class. Then, if you had a question, you had to raise your hand, wait to be acknowledged, and then you ask the question, they would answer the question, and then they would answer the next person's question. Isn't that how school works? They would give you this standardized process. Everybody has to follow this standardized process, and the better you are at following that process, the better you are at working, quote unquote, better, and you get promotions, you get more money, you get to keep your job. And in school, how does it work in school? You get to move up to the next grade, the next grade, and the next grade. So everything that happens in school, K through 12, is designed to train people for what you're going to do when you get a job. Because when you have a job and you're following the system, the better you are at following the rules of the job, what happens? You get more money, you get a pay raise, you get a promotion, you get an employee of the month, and you get to keep your job. What is the equivalent of employee of the month to the school system? It's called the honor roll. If you do really good and pass all the tests, you get put on the honor roll, you get recognition, they put your name up on the wall, you get a little certificate, your parents come to the school to see you get recognized on stage. That's the same thing as employee of the month working at a job. I'm drawing the parallels here to help you understand that the school system is designed to create employees. That's what it's designed to do. School system is designed to turn people into good, obedient employees. All right, that's the design of the school system. That's the way it was originally designed. And again, it's a little bit different now with the work world because we're not so much in the manual labor space so as heavily these days. It's much more intellectual labor, but it's not really intellectual labor because many of you don't have to think in the jobs that you have. All you got to do is follow what the system tells you to do. And in the school system, think about it. They tell you when you can go take lunch. I remember when let's go back to like 1990, like the mid 1990s. My dad worked in what was essentially a factory. And I remember that one summer, I was like 14 years of age, not quite old enough to legally work in the state of Pennsylvania. I'm from Philadelphia, PA. I live in Miami, but I'm from Philadelphia. My dad said, I talked to my boss and I'm going to get you like a little summer job to come with me at my job. So every Monday through Friday, I would ride with my dad. He worked like outside of the city. And I would ride with him to his job. And I had this little side job that paid like $5 an hour. Now, it wasn't a significant job. Like if I wasn't there doing that work, it wouldn't have mattered. So they basically did it as a favor to my dad. He had been working there for a long time. And